That's a WTF moment.
Yeah. We have Pepperpunch and a wonderfully long name I'm not even going to try and pronounce, with the blue player, Pepperpunch, moving out immediately with 2 imps, headed across to his opponent, all the way over to Full Chan's AoE 4 is Swarm Host ZVZ, the red Infernal Swarm Host. And of course, these little guys are running across the map. I believe he's going to do some kind of cheese aggression. Right off the hop, we have a Iron Vault very far placed out. Proceeds to move that further and has a Conclave even further out. This information would be very helpful if AoE 4 were his scum. He's obviously not. That being said, this could be some kind of ploy to control the health camp out here at level 2 off the map, with an expansion going down by the red player, one I will not even try to say his name. And in the blue, still proceeding to expand, grabbing his first bit of thorium while he's doing so. And it looks like he's got another imp headed out, maybe to go grab base. A meat farm going down near where his natural will be. Halfway, a little bit less than halfway, a little over a third away. Complete. Iron Vault and Conclave under construction. And we have quite a lot of activity, going on. What we'll do is we're going to quickly run String Raiders, just so we can get it going. The game is obviously in its early stages. Both players are kind of doing their thing. They're expanding. They're getting their first production buildings out. This is a game that I like to play while I'm casting, or while I'm streaming. Basically, every 5 minutes you get to place a unit. Every 30 minutes I get to place a unit, and we go in, we get our resources, and we go on to the next thing. And then the more resources the more units you place down, the more likely you are to get things. I always, if I have any participants, give them everything I possibly can give them, because that's going to make their lives easier, my life easier in the long run if they decide to stick around with me. And if they don't, they don't. And of course, we're going to build our good vibes going on. Since we've been gone, we have a pair of imps coming out from the brute splitting apart, and we have a shroud giving it energy. It looks like an imp might go down for this. No, barely makes it out. A couple of shroud stones on defense. No expansion quite yet. It looks like it's about to go down. Just waiting on a little bit of resources. As I said, we weren't going to miss too much. There's the vision camp that was taken. So just a handful of things that occurred while we were away. Back to the stream, or back to the cast, of course. Now, if this was anything other than the round of 12 earlier on, there's a meat farm, I would not have skipped out, and I would not be doing that. Looks like he's using his fiend to kite the vision camp while he kills it, and then of course his brute will take the damage. Get ready to grab that as soon as it's available. This player doesn't know about it. Gets a little luminite for his troubles. Gets nice vision of that rocks that are not cleared for the thorium source. When I'm on this map, I like to clear it just so it can start to build up and have a good advantage there. The Gaunts grabbing a bunch of fiends by simply just taking out the speed camp, which is pretty normal. We have a lot of fighting going on over here, but a much smaller army goes in, sees the vision camp is there, but isn't able to do anything other than clear it. Here's vision is gone, and then we have the speed camp over here still being taken. Both players are on 2 base at this point. We have the Pepperpunch spread himself all over his map. 2 bases here, there, all over the place. Nothing too consolidated, giving lots of surface area for everything. And then we have for our forever long name player hanging out with his production inside of his base. Lots of defense on his natural, supply out there, all that good stuff. And it has a little bit smaller army. Didn't quite grab as many of the camps early on here, but not so much so that it's going to be a very one-sided fight. Hopefully, we'll see how that turns out. But the thing of it is having these production facilities out in the open is very dangerous, very scary if they get scouted, because that is going to really cause some havoc for a blue player. His conclave is discovered, and it is being gunned down quite quickly. You can see imp looking for the other speed camp to be taken, or the fiend. I always mess those up. I'm sorry. And of course, the base is now knocked down. Not quite a big enough army to be able to fight this truly, but because of the way that the Infernal's function, it's going to turn into whoever is able to knock down the units, and it looks like our red player is going to have just enough to make it so we can snowball in. Lots of units getting taken out here, not being able to split and get it, and it looks like a GG from Pepperpunch with the snowball effect to out the rest of the match. And that is one of our best of 12s. Go back to our intermission. We'll show another video going on from the game. This is a best of 1, so you're going to see that the game is recording. I'm seeing if there's anything. Elf is in match. Match. They are in match. Maybe we'll get another one in. Nice. So we're going to get 2 right back to back. That's really nice. I love it. We'll go ahead and wait for them to play. Hit go.